we know that the length of the rectangular park is 4 feet less than 3 times the width. The area of the park is 219 square feet. Find the width and the length. Oh, and round your answer to the nearest tenth of a foot. Okay, so again, a picture may help. So here's our rectangular park. We're going to define variables. Again, we know nothing about the width, so we're going to let W represent the width. But now for the length, we know that it is 4 feet less than 3 times the width. So 3 times the width would be 3 times W, right? And we want 4 feet less than that, so subtract 4. Okay, so W is the width of the park in feet, and 3W minus 4 is the length of the park in feet. Okay, now we need an equation, and the only other information we know is about the area. The area is 219 square feet. The area of a rectangle is length times width. So we're going to, so again, area equals length times width. So we are going to put 219, that's our area in square feet. The length is 3W minus 4, and the width is W. So there's our equation, right? And if you want to rearrange this, we can. So we'll do that. We'll rearrange. But as I rearrange, I'm also going to distribute this W here. Okay, so I'm going to get 3W squared minus 4W equals 219. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. So we need it in standard form. We need a 0 on one side. So I'm going to subtract the 319. I'm going to put it over here. And I'm going to use quadratic formula to find W. So, do you remember the quadratic formula? A is 3, B is negative 4, and C is negative 219. So W, because our variable is W, is the opposite of B, which will be the opposite of negative 4 or a positive 4, plus or minus square root, big square root, and then B squared, which is negative 4 squared, would be 16, wouldn't it? Negative 4 times negative 4 is 16, minus 4, and then A times C. So we have this 3 times that negative 219, which is negative 657. And that's going to be all over 2 times A, which is 2 times 3, or 6. All right, let's do some simplification under the square root. We're going to multiply first the 4 times the 657. That's going to make this, see how there's 2 negatives here, minus 4 times minus 657, because we have to do that multiplication first. And then we're going to add the 16. So let's do that to work. So that would be 2,644, which I did in my calculator, and then that's all over 6. See how the question says round answer to the nearest tenth of a foot? So let's go ahead and use our calculator to get this approximation here. And notice I'm not going to use the 4 minus square root because that's going to give me negative width. Remember, we're solving for width. We can't have a negative width. So our W is going to be 4 plus square root of 2644 all over 6. So I'm going to get the calculator and let's get that decimal approximation. Okay, so I went ahead and put in our quadratic formula there, the 4 plus the square root of 2,644. Notice that's in a parentheses, divided by the 6. And so I got 9.2. They want this rounded to the nearest tenth of a foot. So 9.2 feet for the width. And then let's find the length. So we have W equals 9.2 feet. And then I went ahead and substituted 3 times W, subtract 4, which is our length. And that gives us 23.6 feet. And then let's quickly just check that in the calculator that our area is supposed to be 219, right? See how it says the area is supposed to be 219 square feet. So let's multiply that in the calculator and see if we get close to 219, right? Because these are approximations. And see, notice that we get 217 as an approximation to the area.